Okay, so I was not ready for Kaiju number 8 today. I did not I did not see any of this coming. If you saw this chapter coming, let me know down in the comments below because you deserve all the praise in the world. If you were ready for this, if you were ready to see the light leave a child's eyes today while they call themselves a liar because they couldn't save their mother, if you were ready for that, good on you. Good on you. You're in a different level, okay? I gotta catch up because I wasn't ready for that. Jesus God. I was not ready for Kikaru today. And then to see the absolute sheer just rage in her father's eyes. Alright, we gotta get into this. Okay, now that we got all of that out of the way, we can get into chapter 44. And yeah, this was incredibly good. This was an emotional level that I don't know if I saw Kaiju number 8 hitting. This was very, very well done, and Jesus Christ, I did not need to see Kikaru go through that today. But anyway, getting into it, we're picking up where we left off. Kikaru's hopping down to help out with Kaiju number 9, but we have Isao Shinomiya, her father, and his right-hand man, his partner in crime, his best friend for life, sitting there right next to him as always, telling him, don't move. Stay there. When you use the numbered weapon, it takes off years of your life. If you repeat the usage of it, it's gonna be lethal. Now, we don't know for a fact if this is anybody who ever uses a numbered weapon will have years drained off their life. This might be something due to Shinomiya's old age. Maybe in his younger years, when people are younger and in better physical condition, they can use them without actually hurting their lifespan. But as they get older, start to fall out of their prime, as their body starts to age, as they all do, perhaps then the strain is too much and it starts taking years off. Maybe it takes years off for everybody no matter what, and when you are given a numbered weapon, you are told this by the Defense Force, like, this will take years off of your life. Anytime you use it, you are free to accept it or decline it. That's very possible too. But anyway, moving past that, Shinomiya says, I know, I'm not going anywhere. This is a problem that the next generation has to take care of. So Kikaru is trying to get a plan together, try and figure out what's going on. Her first hypothesis is number 9 might have something to do with Kafka not being able to transform. So she also theorizes that if she can heavily damage him while he needs to heal up, Kafka should be able to transform if number 9 is what is causing it. Keep in mind, the word if is used every time we describe this plan. This is not the author telling us that is what is going on. It may be hinting to that, and that is technically a possibility. Yes, I don't think it makes the most sense, but we can get into that at a later date. Either way, it's just a hypothesis at this point, and this is the plan that Kikaru comes up with. So they try to split its sides. Kaiju number 9 just splits his head in half. Not actually, he just makes 2 of them, so splits 1 into 2 kind of in half, but if you cut it in half and there's just 2 halves, not 2 holes, yeah, he makes a second head. So yeah, he starts shooting at both of them, he hits both of them, and we see Kafka worried about Kikaru. At this point, number 9 says, that one first, talking about her. By the time he even notices, by the time I'm pretty sure even Kafka noticed, Kikaru's already in his face, looking for all the smoke. She does not care that she is missing a giant chunk out of her stomach. We've seen her get beat up and keep going before. This is not gonna stop her in her tracks. It's just not. And at this point, Shinomiya is thinking to herself, I am tired of taking all of these losses. I am tired of being saved. I am gonna be the one to save everybody this time. I'm going to take this W because I'm tired of taking L's. And yeah, she literally turns her gigantic axe into a rotary saw, basically, and just starts hacking off limbs. So I'm about it. And her father and his best friend for life are sitting there talking about, it reminds you of her back when she used to be on the battlefield. We're talking about Shinomiya's mother. We all know that Shinomiya's mother died, Isao's wife died, during the Kaiju attack from, I believe, number 6. So we finally get to see her mother in her suit that looks absolutely incredible. She's the captain of the 2nd Division, Everybody seems to love her on the news, in Shinomiya's class, while they're in the bunker watching her on TV. Shinomiya comes home, and she wants to play. Her and her mother have a wonderful relationship. Her mother starts swinging her around all happy. During this, she sees a bandage on her mother's arm. And this is when Shinomiya looks at her mom and says, I'm gonna join the defense force, and I'm going to save you. You're strong, you're okay, you're good, you're strong. That hits hard because we already know that that doesn't happen. We already know her mother has already died. But we gotta keep going, we gotta keep pushing into the chapter, and trust me, it doesn't get better. It gets worse, way worse before it gets better. Her mom tells her that when she's in trouble, she'll save her too, and then we cut directly to her mother's funeral. And there's a eulogy going on, and we cut to Shinomiya, and no more than, 8 years old, probably? 7, 8, maybe 9, something like that. Shinomiya, extremely young, sitting there at her mother's funeral, with zero life in her eyes. Zero light, zero happiness, just absolutely destroyed. And then we see her start to think the word liar. And seeing that word hurt, because the first thought was, please don't tell me this little girl's thinking that about her mother. I wouldn't blame the little girl because it's a feeling out of emotion. But then we cut again to Shinomiya bawling her eyes out, calling herself a liar because she couldn't save her mother. You're strong. You're strong. You're okay. You're strong. She just keeps repeating, I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm so sorry. Then we get to see the rage, the pure unadulterated rage in her father's eyes. The pure sadness in her eyes. Dear God. This chapter was... I wasn't ready for it. I'm not strong enough for this. And then finally, when the author realized that everybody has cried enough at this point, we cut back to the fight between Shinomiya and Number 9, and she's still thinking to herself that, I'm sorry I couldn't save you, but I will save everyone else in your place. Every battlefield I step on, none of my comrades will die. This chapter was easily the most emotional chapter of Kaiju number 8 so far. This chapter is the next level that Kaiju number 8 had not hit yet. This chapter is absolutely amazing. This is that next level that Kaiju number 8 needed to hit. This is that emotional baggage that the series needed to have a little bit more weight to it. Stuff like this, woo! I was not ready for that today. I was expecting a hype combat chapter with Shinomiya. This, wow, okay, that really pulled on the heartstrings, and it did an extremely good job of it. My goodness. This chapter was phenomenal for all the reasons I've stated. I wasn't ready for it. I'm sure most of you guys weren't ready for it. But if you enjoyed the chapter, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out and means a ton, and you guys get plenty of fun stuff. But I'll see you next time. I'm out.